गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून। तो मैंने अभी क्या करा है कि मेरे पास ये पूरा एक यूआई है, ठीक है, टू डू का। मैं अभी क्या करने वाला हूँ कि यार मेरा जो अभी मैं क्या करूँगा ना, जैसे मान लो मैं यहाँ पे कुछ टाइप कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, मैं एक पर्टिकुलर कोई डेट चूज़ कर रहा हूँ और मैं ऐड बटन को क्लिक कर रहा हूँ, कुछ वर्क कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, एंटर दबा रहा हूँ, कुछ वर्क नहीं कर रहा। मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये ऐड बटन क्लिक हो जाए। ऐड बटन क्लिक होने पे आई वांट दिस ऑल दीज थिंग्स जस्ट टू गेट एडेड ओवर हियर अलॉन्ग विद द डेट, ठीक है। एंड जब भी मैं एंटर करूँ या फिर ऐड बटन क्लिक करूँ, एंटर नहीं, एंटर इज अ डिफरेंट केस। अगर मैं ऐड बटन क्लिक करूँ तो आई वांट जो भी इसके अंदर है वो गायब हो जाए, ठीक है। तो अभी क्या है कि अगर तुम मेरा ऐप डॉट जेएस देखोगे, इन दिस आई हैव कॉन्स्ट इनिशियल टू डू आइटम्स जो हमारे बाय मेल गो टू कॉलेज है। इफ आई ओपन इट अप यू विल सी नेम ड्यू डेट एवरीथिंग इज देयर, राइट। इसको फोल्ड करते हैं। अब क्या है कि मैंने एक यूज स्टेट डिक्लेयर करी टू डू आइटम्स, अभी इसका यूज़ नहीं हो रहा है, ठीक है। अभी मैं एक हैंडल न्यू आइटम एक मैंने डिक्लेयर करा है, ठीक है। इसमें क्या है कि जो आइटम नेम है ना, आइटम नेम आइटम डेट, ठीक है, अगर उसको मिल रहा है तो वो कंसोल पे प्रिंट करा देगा, ठीक है। दैट्स लाइक हार्ड कोडेड। अभी तो वो हार्ड कोड कर रखा है, ठीक है। अभी कैसे वर्क कर रहा है कि भाई मैंने ऐड टू डू ऑन न्यू आइटम एक वेरिएबल दिया न्यू, ठीक है। हैंडल न्यू आइटम उसके अंदर पुश करा है, ठीक है। अगर हम ऑल्ट मैं क्लिक करूं और इससे हम कंपोनेंट्स के अंदर जा सकते हैं डायरेक्टली। अगर मैं ऐड टू डू आइटम ऐड टू डू के अंदर जाऊं तो देन यू विल सी कि ऑन न्यू आइटम इसको यहाँ पे कॉल कर रहा है पहले, एंड देन इफ यू विल सी ऑन न्यू आइटम आई हैव हार्ड कोडेड टू थिंग्स, but what I want these things, you know, I want कि यहाँ पे जो input है, ठीक है, I want this input to take something, to notice some changes which I can do by on change, and then I have input of date, and even this date can notice the changes by on change. So basically what I want to do, I want to create, you know, two things inside this input, on change, and then I will pass a function. Video is lagging. Okay, then I will pass a function, and that function will do its job. Which job? That function will pass those values which I will put over here, right? And that function will pass those values on new item, right? And how will we do that? So first of all, my idea, which I have told you just now, I want to, input is like single closed. You do not lagging, bro. Like, right? Okay. So yeah, input. It's like single coded. You do not need the another input like header file or h1 div. You know. So yeah. So now on change. On change, I will pass something over here, right, a function, right, and then in the input of date again I'll write on change, okay, and another function. So but see, there are two errors because I haven't given anything over here. And now what I will do, I will just create two functions which I call over here. So how to create that? See, I have the name for those functions which I have created. Let me just wait a second, okay. So the name of those functions which I will be calling in all these things, the name of those functions are handle name change, handle date change, okay. So what I'll do, I'll write const handle, you can write that, no worries, but handle handle name change, and I will just take the event and console.log name change event.target.value. You can do that, right? And I'll just close it. Similarly, handle date change, right? If you will do this, perfect, very good, very good. So I have done one mistake, I guess, that I should have given this const handle name change and out, because if you will see in the app.js6, return is after you have declared all these things. So what I'll do one thing. I'll go to add to do. Where is it? So I'll just Control X over here, press enter, Control V, and now what I'll do, I'll go over here, and this is the name change, I guess, right? Yep, on name change, on handle, wait, handle name change, then handle date change. So what it will do now, still, like, it is still hard coded, but now if I'll just refresh it, and I, let's suppose, do anything over here, and put some random date over here, and I'll just inspect the console, you can see that this handle name change, handle date change is working, because see, if you will see at this point, name change, everything which I wrote, it's given and it's in the line, right? And then you will see date changed. So date change is also noted. But what I want this thing to get inside the thing which I have hard coded. I want this to get added in on new items. So Sarvesh, like, what do you think? How will you do that? I have an idea. First of all, we can just commit this. Like, how will we do that? See, we have done some changes and updated to do JS6, and I have added on change in the input name and date. So like to push this and push origin, so now it's pushed. And if you know how, like, it's very easy, you just have to do the coding and attach this, make the branch in the GitHub desktop. You can just watch that video of Code with Harry. He has everything in detail, right? Like that video is of about 10 or 12 minutes, I guess. So yeah, you can watch that. Like, how should you commit on GitHub again and again? Like, you do not have to worry about that. So yeah. So now I have the data which I want to get added over here. So how will I do that? I have this button, I want it to get on this. So we can use state, right? And I will create a new use state, and then in that use state I will create a function, right? That variable, that updated function, right, which you add in the array, and this, right? So this is the initial value and this is the updated function. So what I can do, in the updater function, let's suppose set to name in the update function, I can just add my what happened? Just wait a second. Just wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Like flash bright. What happened? Flash is off. So yeah, that's so. What I'll use use state, and in that use state, I have the data event.target.value, and what I'll do, I just want over here, I will create a use state, and then I will update those use state by event.target.value, right? And then I want this data to go to on new items. If I'll click, right, I've got an idea here. So first step, what I'll do, I'll create two use state, and basically I've given also the name, const to do name, set to do name. Okay, const, I will do this item name, to do name, set to do name, use state. I haven't imported use state, right? And const set to do date. Yup, very good, very good. And yup, use state. Importing use state is also very important, because it will not work if you don't. It will just blank everything out, and will throw you an error. And now you have this. Now what I want, instead of just taking this, I want to get updated. Okay, he has done something. Yeah, but I don't want the console part again. You can have it, but basically it's set to do. It's the name change, right? Set to do name, and event dot yup, very good. And then I'll just remove this, very good. And now if you will see, you have the set to do updater function, right? Your to do name will update as you click on this enter to do here. So you can even comment this if you want. Set to do name and set to do date. to do date नहीं है, नाम क्या दिया इसका रखा मैंने, to do date दिया इसका नाम. वैसे इसका नाम तो set due date था मेरे नोट के अंदर, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है ना, क्या लिखा है, set to do date. Okay, set to do date, and I'll push this also. So let's go. It's done. Okay, and now this. So what do you have? Where do you have? You have your set to do. Okay, it's working. But now what I don't want just like, I got it right. I got the updated function. Whatever I'm writing over here, I have it in the to do name. But what I want if I click this add button, right? So I want this add button, and that add button, it will just add these two things in the list. So I want everything to work only if I click on the add, right? So now what I'll do, I'll create a new function, right? And that function will work, and that function will give this value to the on new item, right, to the on new item. Let me show you where it is. Yeah, on new item. See, on new item, it is like hard coded. It is giving sample to do, but I don't want this. I don't have this, to do name and to do date, and when I'm doing anything, this is updating it, and to do name and to do date are, the updated ones. Now I want this to do name, to do date to get added over here if I click on enter, right? So first of all, I want everything to work, not enter. I want everything to work if I click on the add button, right? So first of all, where's the add button? I want on click is here, right? On click, new item, on new item, sample to do. So I will create a new function, handle new button, right? And this will work if I just click on the add button, right? So you already have this on click in the add button, right? I'll just do everything over here, okay? And I guess I will create a new function, and then I will call that new function in the on new button, right? And that on new button will get what it wants, right? So yup, and I have also given a name on handle click. If to do it, no, I don't want that. So let's come to my notebook, and I have this. Yeah. See, मैंने नोटबुक में क्या लिखा हुआ है, स्टेट चेंज होने पर नोट तो कर रहे हैं बट यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. सी, if you see over here, we are noting what is happening, but we are not just printing it randomly, right? Not again and again. In the console we did, but it's like we are not doing it again and again. And the reason is I want it to work only if I click on the add button. Like it has an error. That is definitely it will do, because I haven't put anything over here. So first I'll create a function, and I have given the name of that function as const handle add click. Have I? Okay. Handle button click which I have given, but it doesn't matter. Handle add click, you can do that, right? Handle add click, and this is the syntax of the function, equals to, and then you put parameters function. Now what I want, bro, like, hello, focus on me. It's not focusing on me. Damn, wait, just a second. Yes, let's go. So yeah, I have this handle add click, and I want this to update and get the value of the set to do date, set to do name, which will update the to do name and to do date. I'm saying hello, yeah. So set to do name, set to do date you have, and what it is doing, it's the updater function, and this updater function will update the to do name, to do date. Now I want this to do name, to do date to get inside the there it is. It is deleted. So what I want this to get added in the on new items, right? Because if you will see the on new item in the app.jsx, here you have the on new item, the handle new item is taking 2 inputs and just consoling them, right? Add to do item, and you have this set to the yep. So on new item tab, on new item, to do name, to do date. That's very good. Set to do name equals to this. Enter. Set to do, very fantastic. Fantastically done. Now I'll just copy it down. Copy it down, and then I'll just paste it over here, Control V, and if we do this, it will work, right? Now what is happening? That this hand is just updating. It is just giving this to do name and to do date to the on new item, and this, like, it's working, because initially this on new item was just getting A and B, but now it is getting this to do name, to do date, that you understood, right? So now what will happen if I just write anything over here? Let's suppose Sarvesh Pandey has to study, and I'll just click on the date, tomorrow, right? And let's just keep it like this, and if you inspect in the console, nothing is there right now. But if I click on the add button, you have new item added, Sarvesh has to study, and date is also added, right? I hope you got that. So now what I want this thing to get added inside over here, and that's it, the easiest part. So if you, oh my god, so now if you go on the app.jsx, and if you go on the app.jsx, you have like this handle new item, console.log, new item added, but I don't want that. I want this to get added inside the this thing, right? So it is just taking the input item name, item date, that's like okay, but let's just do this. And do we have a use state in here? Yes, we have this. Constant item, I don't want that, bro. See, I have this const to do items, set to do items. So first of all, I'll just create a new thing. In that thing, what I'll do, I'll just add this initial to do items, right, which are over here in the initial to do items. And then what I'll do, see, I want to use this as an object, right, this name and due date, and instead of like this video right now, what I'll do, I'll just put the item name and the item date. So that's what I'm thinking. So let's just do it like this, and we will create a new function. Function name, I'll put const new item, right? What I've given the name over here. Let's just give the exact name which I have. Like, why is it happening? Just a second. Camera is blurred. So now it's okay. So what I'll do, I'll just create a new thing. I'll do this. I don't want this much thing to happen, but see what is basically happening. Const new item, and this in the new item name, item name is given, due date, item date is given. That's like okay. Const new item, and then in the set to do items, which is the updater function, this is the updater function, this one, right? And then what's the AI doing? Set to do items, perv items, the perv items, previous items. In the previous items, what it has done, it has just called the previous items, and then new item, console.log. See, basically I have to do the same thing, but instead of previous item, it has to be like initial to do items, right? So if I just put tab, I'll first of all do this. I want these things to work. Do I want this? New item added, update. See, this is like to do items, the initial ones, and set to do items. That's okay. That's okay. Uh-huh. See, you can't do that if you want. Let's just try it, like what is happening. If I open it up and I just refresh and survey, and I put over here, and I, like, it is working. It is working, and but it didn't just clear. It didn't clear the previous things, which is wrong. Add. Okay, if I just click on the add again, that's not what I want. If I go on the console, updated to do items, array 4. What? Object. Okay. See, there are a lot of things which I don't want. Let's just remove it. Let's just remove this thing. See, it used its brain, but it's not good. What I'm gonna create? I wanna create a new item added. Yep. Okay. Like, it's almost over. And what I'll do, I'll just create a new to do items. Const new to do items, and you have this to do items inside it. That's like good. Not push. No, you do not have to use push right now. So to do items, and what I'll do, I just you have the this thing just takes the initial things, right? This initial to do items, the initial value is given to this, right? And this thing is updated by set to do items, right? And now I'll call this new to do items. It is given this, and I'll update it with comma name, item name, due date, item date, and then I'll use set due date, set to do items, this one, right? And if I just, it will definitely, yeah, I'll do this. Yup, now it will work. I have one thing which I want to see how to do, and set to do name, set to do date. That's like good. Yep, and let's go. Now it will definitely work. Sarvesh, yeah, add button. It is added. It's not. ये जा नहीं रहा है. ये क्यों नहीं जा रहा है? What do you think? If I click add button, I will go away. Let me just check it. I have done this. If I just it's not going away. Why? Everything is working properly. Set to do name, set to do date. It was working before, but like now it's not working, this part. But like, not a big deal though. See, what I wanted to show you, that const new to do items, to do items is here, and you have this name, item name, due date, and see, due date is the thing which you are getting inside the handle new item, which is being shared on new item, and handle new item. Then you have this, and you're given the opportunity. You're given the opportunity, right? And this const new to do item, and this new to do item is just taking the initial items and the updated function, updated items. They will be added, right? And now you will just put set to do items, and you have the new to do item, and here you go, it's done. So yeah, bye, sayonara, sat shri akal, salam walaikum, walaikum assalam, bye.